TT for the Boxing Voice, and I'm delighted to be joined by promoter Mick Hennesy. How you doing, Mick?
Very well, thanks. Yourself?
Yeah, I'm really good, thank you. Well, look, that was a fantastic press conference. Best one I've seen for a while. You managed to, whether you did it deliberately, but there's a bit of needle between a few of the fighters there. What were your thoughts?
None of it was planned, that's for sure. And yeah, I agree. That was one of the most entertaining press conferences I've seen in a while. It was all natural. It was organic, as they say. It just happened. So very, very, very pleased with that.
Excellent stuff. I'll start off with the main event. Shakan Pitters is back out headlining. A couple of really good wins after his sole defeat there, and he's fighting for the WBC International title. What can we expect on Saturday night from Shakan?
I think Shakan, like his last two fights, have got him back to winning ways, and they've both been very, very good performances. And he's an incredible talent at light heavyweight. He's a specimen. You look at him, 6'6". He looks like he's carved out of stone. He realises he was the first person. He knew the mistakes he made in the Craig Richards fight. Let's face it, it was an incredible fight, and he was ahead on the scorecards. But he made a few fundamental mistakes, which he was the first one to point out afterwards. And he spent all this time rectifying things like that. So Shakan's going to come back a much better, a much wiser fighter. And this is a fight that's going to lead him into the big fights for sure.
Should he come through Saturday night, I'm sure you and Shakan believe that will happen, would you be looking at some of these massive domestic light heavyweight clashes, or would you continue going down that WBC route? The reason I ask, in my opinion, that's probably the most thriving domestic division. You've got Lyndon after Yard out, you've got Dan Aziz has out now, you've obviously got Joshua Buatsi, who's got a fight coming up soon. Would any of these names?
Yeah, look, once Shaq wins this, it's open day. He's ready. He's ready to go. He's ready to fight any of the fighters you've mentioned. Until that opportunity comes, we'll keep him busy. We'll keep him. The WBC International title is a great title, and it's something he can be very proud of defending until his opportunity comes. So, yeah, he's an exciting talent, Shaq, and we really didn't get to see the best of him in the Craig Richards fight. Craig Richards, take nothing away from him, he was phenomenal that night. That was the best of him, and he's gone on to prove that he's a top elite light heavyweight. And he come around quick, the Bivol fight, but if he believed in himself more, who knows? He's truly world class, and so is Shaq. When he sorts out, fine tunes a few little things, he's right up there. He's a truly world-class fighter.
Superb. Right, I'll move down to the co-main event now. That's right. River Wilson Bent from Coventry, fighting in his home city again with all his fans there. There was some needle there with the opponent. It seemed to really not get on, as you said. I don't think it was staged, but do we know how that came about?
I think it actually happened here. I think just through doing pictures on the pitch, I think it just kicked off a little bit with them. They obviously don't know each other, but that sort of like that ran over into the press conference. You could see the needle from both camps, and as I say, it just happened naturally, and it happened since they've been in the venue. Obviously there's been a bit of back and forward, when this fight was made, but yeah, that's a hell of a fight.
Yeah, I agree, and I'm looking forward to that one as well. I'll briefly mention Idris Virgo. We've interviewed him a few times. I love him. He is a bit of a Marmite character, but he definitely had a bit of banter up there with the French opponent. What did you make of that?
Yeah, again, unexpected. Really, yeah. I thought it was comical. The French guy pulling out a water pistol. It would have been even funnier if he had have squirted it. But we got to stray away from them sort of things. But he was a character himself. He obviously believes in himself. He's got a great record. So, Idris has got his work cut out. He's going to have to really, really bring his A game to this fight. Otherwise, he could have big problems.
Cool. I'll just finish off, talking about the brothers. Obviously, Aaron and Stevie McKenna. Big noise about them. I think one's up to 12-0 now, one's up to 9-0. You've kept them really active. According to the press conference there, it looks like should they come through, we might get them both out fighting for WBC International Youth titles next time out. How fantastic would that be to have two brothers fighting on the same card for those?
Yeah, both fighting for youth world titles. I don't think it's ever been done before. Two incredible talents, like world-class talents. You know, you don't even have to ask me that. You just have to speak to various people in various gyms around the world. They've sparred all top world champions. They've sparred all the elite fighters over here, and you know, trust me, both of these young fighters are very, very special, and they are destined to become superstars of the future. Stevie, obviously at welterweight, and Aaron at middleweight, and I think he'll definitely move up at some point to super middleweight. But incredible talents. I've watched them since they were young boys. I've watched them win major titles all around the world, and you know, sometimes you know, promoters, managers, they sign fighters, and they just know what they see in front of them, their last tournament, or you know, Commonwealth gold, or whatever the medal was and stuff, and they haven't seen their development from an early age. They haven't seen whether, you know, they've got a granite chin, whether they've touched down a few times, or so on and so forth. I've seen both of these lads, and they've been incredible from a young age, but since their dad, who's obviously, you know, he's responsible for their success, Fergal, since he took them out to America to really fine-tune their apprenticeship in the pros, you know, it speaks for itself. They've come back as absolute beasts. They've done so much damage in the States, they couldn't get sparring partners in some of the biggest gyms out there. I'm not going to mention any names. No. You know the gyms I'm talking about, yeah, but they couldn't get sparring in the end. No one would go near them, and I'm talking world champions as well.
Very interesting. Well, look, we're enjoying that journey with him. You said you've known him since kids, but we've had him on the TV with you, so that's fantastic. And just finally, I will mention Tommy Welch. Looked the part today, looked mean, come suited and booted. I said to him in his interview, I said, normally they all turn up in trackies and that stuff. Looks like he's ready to go for another devastating win.
Yeah, he looked great, Tommy, didn't he? He should have been hosting the show, really.
Yeah, he did. He looked smarter than everyone else.
I think Joe mentioned that he looked like a football manager, sort of at the back there, keeping an eye on things, but yeah, he looked great. He's a character, Tommy. Yeah. Character, in and out of the ring, and he can fight. He comes from a great fighting family. Yeah. And yeah, it's heavyweight boxing, so we've got to get it right, fight by fight, and you know, he couldn't be in better hands. He's got his dad by his side as well, knows the fight game inside out, and we work very well together.
Good stuff. Thank you for your time, Mick. We look forward to a great card Saturday night. We'll see you there.
Yeah, just one other thing I will say, like, you know, Reece Cartwright is a dangerous fighter. He's a real life fighter, and he's hungry, as you can see, and he's prepared. 6'3" at middleweight, he was way too big for that weight.
You know what? Speaking to Shakan, he's very grounded. We've interviewed him a few times. He's definitely not overlooking him, because I think on paper, when I looked, I was like, I think he's 23-1, is he, Reece? And you think looks really good. And some people are like, oh, he's going up a couple of weights, but he's definitely at fight. You can tell that.
Yeah, he was walking around at middleweight. He was dead at the weight. Yeah. You know, this is his natural weight. 6'3". He's a big man. He's in tremendous shape. He's a fighting man. He's appeared on one of our shows before, and he put in a hell of a performance that night as well. So, you know, this is a great fight. This is not one-way traffic for Shaq. He's got to show. He's got to, you know, turn up with his A game and show what he's made of tonight, Saturday night, because this is a really, really hard fight for him. And Reece, you could see there, this is his opportunity. He's ready. He wants it. So we've got a great main event. We've got a tremendous English title fight. We've got an incredible undercard with all sorts of characters on it.
Yeah, definitely. Like I said, I think once that press conference up on our site, the fans will be like, right, I'll definitely be on there on Channel 5. 10 o'clock live, I think, on Channel 5, but is it on earlier online anyway?
Yeah, we've got it on the Hennesy Sports YouTube channel from 5 p.m. And we're going to show all of the undercard, all of their fights. It's with full cameras and full commentary on the Hennesy Sports YouTube channel. And then we switch over to the main event, the two main events on Channel 5. But you're going to see, not only are you going to see obviously the main event, you're going to see the rest of the action, because the whole of the card is going to be shown in some capacity on Channel 5.
Superb.
Even you know, 4-round fights and stuff like that, there will be a roundup at the end to show all their best highlights on Channel 5 too.
Superb for the fans. Make sure that you get on tune in at 5 o'clock. We look forward to seeing you on Saturday night, Mick, and get another interview in. Cheers, bud.
Definitely. Thanks, James. Thank you.
If you enjoyed the video, feel free to hit the like, subscribe, and share. As always, if you want to support us to the next level, head over to the Patreon. facebook.com/ThaBoxingVoice. We have tons of exclusive from Border Wars, from title, betting shows, the list goes on and on and on. But in addition to that, if you guys have questions for fighters, trainers, and promoters, this is where you can submit them. We will run out, get these questions answered, and put it back on the show just for you guys. Appreciate it. Peace.